What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ty G Kawan Stone, aka Zodiac the Mac, the one that lets you holler at me, and what I do, I always try to holler back. I am going to be your EV guide. Your EV guide. What is even an EV, you ask? I'm going to pull over. An EV is something that one day we will all have. It's an electric vehicle. I know a lot of you guys, naysayers, you're never going to have an electric vehicle. You love the roar of the motor or whatever. We're going to have to get over that. If you care about the perpetual motion of our existence, then you will consider one day driving an EV. At this point, sooner or later, you won't have a choice but to consider it because it will be all in your face. When you're sitting at a light, and this EV pulls up next to you and you take off and your combustion car takes time to, combust and put power to the rear end and get you going, and that electric vehicle is already a quarter of a mile down the road. Not only is it blowing by you, it's also blowing by the gas stations. You're going to feel like a poop butt. It's happening. It's going down. Everyone's going to have an electric vehicle sooner or later. You might have a gas car in the garage, but you're going to have an electric vehicle. So some things that you need to know about an electric vehicle. How fast do they charge? That's what everybody wants to know. How long does it take to charge my electric vehicle? Well, I'm going to answer that question for you. It varies. All electric vehicles charge at a different rate of speed. They are not all the same. You're going to have to do some research to find out how fast your car can charge. There's also a charging curve, which means there is a percentage in which your car charges faster than a different percentage. For instance, if your car is from 0 to 10%, that will probably take you quite some time to charge. An hour or plus. If your car is going from 10 to 80%, you can probably accomplish that in about 20 minutes. However, the remaining 20% from 80 to 100 could take you an hour and a half. That's a charging curve. So when you're out in the streets, if you're one of those top off people and you're like, hey, I've got 80% on my car, I want to go to 100, you're going to go somewhere, and we're going to talk about AC current and DC current in just a second. You're going to go find some DC current out in the street, and you're going to charge your vehicle, and it's going to take an hour and a half. It's probably going to cost you about $40, right? Versus a full tank at $17 if you just keep it in between that 10 and 80% charge, right? Now, I mentioned DC current and AC current. Well, they all charge at a different rate of speed. AC is what the grid uses at home. It's alternating current. Goes like that. DC is what you use in your battery. It's consistent current, right? That's what you're going to be looking for when you're on the street. DC charges your batteries. AC is the grid in which we charge our stuff at home. AC is going to be slower than DC. DC, you have your choice of 50 kilowatts, 100 kilowatts, 150 kilowatts, 300 kilowatts, 350 kilowatts. When you're out on the street, you're going to want to charge your car the fastest. So you're going to look for 350 kilowatts, right? And how much does it cost, right? I've seen it cost anywhere from, some go by the time, 20 cents per minute. Some go by the kilowatt, 5 cents per minute. I've seen 60 cents per minute. I've seen 50, 40 cents, 20 cents per kilowatt. I charge this electric vehicle. It's a Hyundai Kona. I charge this electric vehicle. I always charge it. I never let it get below 20%, and I never charge it above 80. So it usually takes me 35 minutes, and I get what I consider a full tank, full range, close to 300 miles, and it cost me $17. So I drive right past the gas station. It's weird looking at the prices of gas and you're not going to buy any, but that's where we're at today. So I hope I answered a lot of questions for you guys on the EV. EV is your electric vehicle. I suggest you go out and at least test drive one and consider where we're going as a world. And you don't want to be left in the slow lane. We're all going there. So it's like, just like pulling teeth, when your grandparents were first introduced to the internet. I ain't doing that. Computers, I ain't using, now, excuse me? What was that? Because now everyone's using computers and everyone's using cell phones. And I'm telling you right now, as a person that works in the EV field, you will all have an EV sooner or later. All right. So if you have any questions, holla at your boy, Taiji Kawan Stone, aka Zodiac the Mac, the one that lets you holler at me. And what I do, I always try to holler back. And I hope I answered some of your questions about the EV. Have a good day. Church Preach Tabernacle.